And welcome back. Well, this is Kelsey Gumm. She was a petty officer in the Navy, and she first passed out during boot camp after a tough workout. For 10 years, doctors thought it was dehydration, exhaustion, or maybe even anxiety. Eventually, Kelsey found out that she had a heart disease and needed a pacemaker, a defibrillator put in. Kelsey is here today with a message for all of us to take charge of our own health and speak up if something doesn't feel right. Kelsey will be the honored hero with a heart as part of the Heart and Stroke 5K run and walk coming up soon to benefit the American Heart Association. She's here along with Harris Turer, a volunteer. Thanks for being here, both of you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
I think people hear this story and they're like, misdiagnosed for 10 years. How is that possible? But this is what's happened to you. For 10 years, you kept passing out.
I was passing out just after workouts or strenuous activity, and I have zero history of heart disease or any heart problems in my family, so the doctors really didn't think, and I was young, so they didn't think that there was anything to be worried about. Yeah,
young, healthy, active. You're in the Navy. You're doing all these athletic things as well. So what was the turning point? What was the point where something happened and doctors said, "Oh, maybe there's something more here. We need to listen to you"?
I was at the gym working out, and I woke up on the ground. There were people standing over me talking about how gray I looked. I couldn't feel my arms and my legs. I knew something was really wrong, and so obviously an ambulance ride to the ER, and when I was in the ER, I had explained to the nurse practitioner what I was feeling and like what happened, and she was like, "Well, we'll just put a cardiology consult in just to be safe."
Wow.
And so they did that, and thankfully the guy who did my echocardiogram was amazing, and he saw it and notified the doctor. It's very hard to diagnose what I have.
What happens to your heart? So when you work out or things happen to you and you pass out, what's happening?
So my heart is like a sponge on the left side, and so when I'm working out, my heart's beating faster, obviously, and so the sponge parts tickle the side of my heart. So I go from like 60 beats per minute to 200 beats per minute, just in a second. Yeah.
And then you're out.
Yeah.
So this reminds me, and I think a lot of viewers are saying, you think of the stories of the basketball players who are on the court and they pass out and they haven't made it in cases. Is this a similar diagnosis?
Very similar. That part of my heart diagnosis is called ventricular tachycardia. So that happens to a lot of athletes, and that's kind of the cardiac arrest and the sudden death possibility.
And now, do you have a defibrillator?
I do have a defibrillator, yes.
So this is an important connection. Harris, how did you get involved in the American Heart Association and in this walk and with Kelsey?
Well, a good friend of mine approached me about joining him, Matt Geik from Jamba Juice, and we have a great committee of people who are heading up the walk that's coming up on Saturday, September 29th out at Veterans Park, and we're really excited about it. First, we have like a 5K run that starts at 8 o'clock. There's the Heart Walk Village, which opens up at 8 o'clock, and there's going to be tons of activities for the entire family. There's a kids obstacle course. It's like a half-mile course, and I think it'd be great for all the kids to come out, and I know they'll love that. And then at 10 o'clock, there's a 1 mile and a 3 mile walk. So, it's a great opportunity for everyone to come down, learn about heart health. Within the village, not only is there a kids zone, there's going to be a pet zone, so you can bring your pets down.
Yeah, pets and strollers allowed.
Exactly. There's a CPR demonstration. There's just a lot of great things for the entire family to come down and enjoy and learn a lot about heart health.
How did it be that you were being honored this year as the hero? How did that connection come?
I met through Stacy through American Heart Association, and just got to talking about my story and sharing my story with people, and really advocating that people need to stand up for themselves when they go to the doctor. Just because they're doctors doesn't mean they necessarily know how your body feels and how you're feeling. So just the ability to share my story has been a great opportunity.
Well, you think about how many people will hear your story and say, you know what, I feel like something's been wrong with me. These things are happening. Maybe I pass out. Maybe I'm feeling sick, or whatever it may be. And that push, like you said, to truly tell your doctor, no, something isn't right. I think that's such an important message, because we are our best advocates when it comes to our own health. And that's what you guys will be talking to people about at the event this weekend. You want everybody to come out, right?
Yes, definitely.
We do. And one of the things that people learn is that heart disease is the #1 killer in our country. So it's, between heart disease, stroke is #4 in our country. I would be shocked to find any family that's not affected by heart disease and heart issues. So it's a great opportunity to learn and become aware of what's going on.
Well, and I like the fact that it's so family friendly as well. The kids coming out, there's stations for kids. Like you said, there's free treats, there's stuff for our furry friends, so much more. I mean, there's selfie booths, there's the CPRs we're looking at there. What an important skill to teach people, you know, and to be able to just sort of educate yourself on what to know about your own heart health. So people can join you guys coming up. And again, it's Saturday the 29th. It's at Veterans Park. So make sure you head on out to the Greater Milwaukee Heart and Stroke Walk and 5K run. It's Saturday, again, the 29th. The 5K run is at 8 a.m. The walk is at 10 a.m. The 9 a.m. is the Kids Heart Challenge. So make sure if you want to take advantage of that, you can too. You can learn about all the events going on at MilwaukeeHeartWalk.org. Again, strollers, pets are welcome. There'll be fun stuff for your furry friends as well. And it's free. So head on out. Donations, obviously, they're looking for and highly accepted. So thanks so much for being here, you guys. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.